G'day, I thought I'd just do a quick tutorial to explain the differences between Gripless and any percent and the kind of tricks that I've found. So break room, that's pretty normal. Museum is normal up to here, but from here, one of the tricks is that you can actually do that thing you do with the hammer, where you go up here, even without gripping. So you just put your arms in here, and then move this out of the way. You need to slam it out of the way and let its momentum carry it out, because if you only have one arm in here, you're probably going to come out. So yeah, you want to run into this, do that, have both arms, and then when you reach the top, push down and you'll land on top of it. So I'll see if I can do that now. Like that. And after that, you'll go to the end over here, where you want to grab this. So I'll turn Gripless mode on right now. Okay, so I can't grip. Grabbing this thing, it's pretty annoying, but you really don't want to let it drop on the ground because it's even harder there, because when you're on the ground, if you put your fingers on the ground, then your feet come off the ground and you can't walk anymore. It's just a nightmare. So you want to carefully grab this. You want your fingers, yeah, so that's what you don't want to happen. I'll see if I can grab it off the ground properly. But you want your fingers to just sort of get under it. And yeah, once your fingers are a little bit under it and in good position, just slowly and carefully take it over here. So from here, streets is pretty normal. You can't pick up the turret, so you need to roll it, and you can't do the launch. But yeah, it's fairly normal. I'll load Runoff now, because in Runoff, the normal way in 80% is to jump up and grab the skylight, and grabbing it will cause it to smash. You can't do that in Gripless, obviously, so the fastest way that I've found to do this is to just do a really big super jump and hit the window with your head. I'll see if I can do it. It's pretty tricky. I found you need good FPS. So if I look at this wall, I can get 90 FPS right here. And yeah. So you want maximum FPS to do biggest super jump, and there. Also you want to do settings to get the biggest possible jump. So I'm 183 centimeters tall, and I'm standing tall right now. Yep, so this is what the normal height would be, but I set it 30 centimeters different. Like, the lower you set it, the bigger your super jump will be. But yeah, it's kind of annoying just to, do everything else in the game when it's set really low. But yeah, 30 centimeters is big enough for me to do a jump and just grab out here. Other than that, it's pretty normal. There's other ways you can do this level as well, like going through here is what I did before this. You still need to do a kind of big jump to get up here, but not too big. And you can also jump off that vending machine and then jump and hit that thing. I found that if you headbutt it in slow-mo, it'll actually not break some of the time. So you want to jump there without slow-mo, and the moment you see a break, turn on slow-mo just so you can get your hands in the right position. It's easier when slow-mo's on. So, like that, except, yeah, don't fall, obviously. But other than that, Runoff's pretty normal. You can still do the launch. And yeah. So sewers, totally normal. You just have a little, it's just a little bit harder to do the clip. And warehouse, also totally normal. And central. Central is the part where you do need to do something because it's got that annoying clip, or annoying to some. It's pretty. I don't really have issues with it. I guess you just need to learn the technique. So I'll just turn Gripless back on. Yep. So here, just send this going forwards. Then jump up here. And if you can jump high enough, this is also a really big jump just here, but if you can jump high enough, you can actually reach that orange bar. Once again, I found that if I'm looking in the wrong direction, I can't get full FPS, and full FPS makes you jump slightly higher, so yeah. If you look this way, and then do a really big super jump and put slow-mo on when you reach the top of your jump. Oh, that was a terrible jump, but I'll try it again. Super jump. Yeah, you can actually easily do that, actually. I was surprised. But yeah, if you put slow-mo on, then you can actually grab the orange bar and pull yourself up to hit it. Other than that, this thing doesn't drive until you stand on it again, which is nice. Okay, so from here, you can... I missed it just then, but you can shut this door after you if you don't want them bothering you. Just go over there, hopefully lure him away. I think it's good. Okay, so this. Just jump through there, put your head through. There's this bar here. If you get your head here and then turn a little bit to the right, you'll come in. So what you want is your chin right here. See, it's like directly on this concrete ledge. Look straight ahead there. And then you want to turn about 30 degrees to the right. If you turn too far, you'll pop out because of this bar. But once you're about 30 degrees, literally all you do is just virtual crouch. And then you go here. And now let go of virtual crouch. And I'm on the other side. I just let myself die. So I can get back to the other side so I can show it again. Okay, so I'll save my position actually. So yeah, to explain some of the things that go wrong, if you turn too far, you pop out like that. You can also get your head stuck too far in there. If you go in slowly, it really never happens. But sometimes if you jump in, like with a bit of speed, it'll do that. So yeah, really, all you need... Oh, how'd this guy get in here? Okay. I need to learn his technique of flipping through the door. Anyway... so what you want to happen is, because there's this gap in the door here, you can sort of fit through a little bit, but you want your butt to be facing that. So it's like this. Imagine my head's in there, and I'm facing this way, so that directly behind me is this gap. And then crouch, which makes you wider, so it forces you through. And that's all there is to it, really. Yeah, once you know the angle, you can just sort of do it every time. So after that, it's all pretty standard. Tower is... Yeah, it's... In tower you do the normal, jumping from ledge to ledge. You can jump from side to side, which makes it a bit easier because then you only need to do the last one. Because you can't grab, you just put slow-mo on and then grab the thing, the light. But other than that, it's normal. Same with Time Tower, you just jump off one of the pipes with a big slow-mo jump. You can do that. You can even do it on the middle pipe if you have a big enough jump. And for dungeon, here is where I do the clip that Emil did in his world record for this level. If I can get out of here. So, I'll just get there. So, I have no idea how to do this clip down here. I tried for so long and nothing seemed to work. But for this one, all you need to do is jump up through there, look straight at this concrete block this way, and then virtual crouch, and you'll go through, you know, because it makes you wider, you clip through there. So if I try and do that now. There. So all I did was just jump up there, look that way, crouch, and it come through. So arena is totally normal. Throne room. So you can climb up the castle two ways, I found, on the right and on the left. I started with that way, but it's pretty annoying. That thing keeps breaking, and yeah, I wouldn't worry about it. This way's easier. So just go up here. Then you want to jump on this beige block here. Oops. And once your hands are here, to get onto this, you can't look straight on. You need to go to the side. And then I'm walking slowly into the side of this wall so that I won't fall off. Then just do a super jump up to there. So if I do that now, whoops, I hit my roof. I have actually pretty low ceilings. So when I do a super jump, I need to always remember to jump, but keep my hands down and then put my hands up after I land. So yeah, I'll do that again. So just like that. Oof. And now the king. Basically, I think just headbutting him is all you can really do.
You've come all this way.
If you get a good headbutt, not like that, then you can kill him in one hit, but it's pretty hard. I think you just need like maximum possible speed, really. I might cut this bit out because this is just so boring. Oh wow, that didn't kill him. Oh no. What's going on with his arm? Okay, good. There we go.
Don the crown.
This thing is actually kind of easy to pick up.
Dude, they found you in the old offices.
Just sort of hold it like that.
Like the physical world version of you. How are you even still in there? That doesn't even make any sense. I mean, technically...
Got it. That's close though.
You gotta get out of there right now.
Okay, so this room. The first thing you need to do is... Oh, I was going to say move that concrete block, but actually probably moving this is better to do first. So just clear this crap out of the way. So we're going to use this to jump up to the button. it's not my finest work moving this thing. But usually just sort of rolling around like this is the fastest way. And you only need this thing to do it. If you can do big enough super jumps, you can reach the button just off this. Yep. So you can, I found that moving to the side works best to move it around without toppling it. And then there's an invisible step there, which you can line it up against. Yeah. So this should be tall enough to reach the button if you do a big super. Like that. But don't want to press that yet, because we want to move that first. But next we'll do this. I just didn't do it before because I wanted that thing to go through here. That's where the concrete block will be ideally. So moving this, it's pretty heavy. But first of all, to move it a little bit, you can stand in the gap here, face this thing, and then just crouch, because that makes you wider and pushes it back. And then also run forwards. And your feet running will actually move the block a bit. So to demonstrate that now. There. You can see it moved a little bit. So you can do that to get a little bit of distance, which makes it easier to move. Because the more it's hanging over this edge over here, the easier it'll be to pick up and throw. But the way this works is you want basically your head to be pushing as high as you can on this, and your hands to be pulling upwards as further like this way as you can. But your hands will clip out, so don't worry too much about positioning your hands as long as they're under there. That's good. So you want to crouch in real life, not use virtual crouch, otherwise you can't sprint at full speed. And then, yeah, sprint into it. And try and lift with your hands. And that'll happen. So you need to also have your head like pretty far forward, so like your hands out here and your head over here, to make sure that your head's actually pushing the block. Otherwise your hands are, you know, pushing your whole body backwards because they're in the way. And now this thing up here, so you want to jump onto this and then jump over here. If you have issues jumping onto this, like all you need to do is just do a super jump and then bring your hands like that. But if it's hard, you can actually turn slow-mo on at the top of the jump. Like that, except do a better jump, obviously. And there, get your hands over like that. But it's not hard to do, really. You can do it in without slow-mo pretty easily. So to move this thing, see there's these purple lights up here. The way your head hitbox is shaped, it's like a square. Like, you can follow my index finger. Imagine it's a square like that, but it's like flat. So it's like the distance between my two middle fingers is about how wide it is. So like your hand can, you know, things can pass through your head basically, except for the very middle of your head. But that's how deep and tall it is. So the easiest way to get it clipped on that is to look this way and then push your head that way. If you walk to the side while your head's there on this thing, it'll actually roll this thing across. Positioning it is a little bit fiddly, but I find that it's easier to like virtual crouch and move around up here. Just virtual crouch a little bit if you get stuck on something. And then there it is. So yeah, just do that. Okay, it's not going the best for me right now. But normally it's not that difficult to do like that. And then once you moved it a little bit, the next pole's like too far over the edge, so you need to use these side bits. You can do it on the straight ones or the diagonal ones, doesn't matter. You just want to get your head in here, and then once your head's in there a little bit, just walk strafe sideways so that your head pushes against the pole while your feet are rolling it that way. So I'm just walking to the right while my head's here. And it's not going well for me. It's been a while since I've done one of these runs. But yeah. Like that. And then, you know, the further it goes, you need to sort of turn your head so that your head's still hitting this while your feet are over here. But with that, you'll reach the purple pole again, where you can just do that. And now, get your head in here and do this again. So you want this like claw to be pretty close to the middle. Doesn't need to be all the way, but yeah, pretty close. Let's do it. So this third purple light, I usually go about halfway on this light. And that will be enough to get the claw onto the hook. Oh, those guys are coming. If you take too long, they get in here and it's kind of annoying. Okay. So about that far is what you need it. A little bit further is fine as well though. Now you want to, and now hit the button. If you're finding it hard, you can actually like get a couple of these and, you know, stack them. That's a lot of work. It's easier just to do a big super jump. And now getting this down, I think it's easiest to come in from the back. Turning it is kind of annoying though. So just bring it down like this and then lift your arms a little bit. You should be able to walk it around. But you can see I want it like turned that way, which I don't think you can really do that easily from the back. So it's probably best to grab it from the front and just sort of push it around until it's angled in the right way, and then go to the back. Okay, and I guess what I learned just then is you can also push it against those to turn it. And now to get out of this, you want to go sideways through. Make sure it doesn't come out again. And then it should just stay there, hopefully. Okay, there we go. And now just press the button again. And now the ladder. So climbing the ladder, that start bit at the bottom, I would just do super jump to just skip most of it. So you'll just land on the last straight rung of that ladder. Or even if you do a big enough super jump, you can actually reach the orange bars. But the general premise of climbing the ladder is you want to be in 2 or 3 times slow-mo. And it makes it a lot easier because if your hand slips off, you have like a few seconds to recover instead of, I don't know, like a quarter of a second in real time. So yeah, here, just do a super jump, probably not close enough, but slow-mo now, and grab onto this. You don't want your head to be too close to the ladder, otherwise glitchy and annoying stuff happens. I'm in 2 times slow-mo right now. But yeah, climbing the ladder is kind of annoying. This part at least. So get your hands through this. What I try and do is keep my palms like in this position, so like you can see the thumb curling around there, and that's probably the most stable. I don't grab by the wrists because, first of all, you don't have control over the wrists because the game decides what angle your elbows are at, and if it decides that it wants to put your elbows up, you're just going to fall off the ladder and you have no control over that. Second of all, oh no. So I'm just going to go down to, I'm in 3 times right now. I'm not sure what I was in before. I thought I was in 2 times, but I might have been in 1 times. But like, in an actual speed run, like 2 times is perfectly doable. So yeah, just climb at something like this. With a bit of practice, like you wouldn't fall like I did just then. I think I'm just rusty. Because that generally doesn't happen when I was doing speedrun attempts. And now once you're on this ladder, you can do this swim type thing, where you launch yourself off with 2 hands, just push them down like that. And then after you've pushed off, you want to grab a few rungs up. So if I do that now, push up, and then grab. That's the general premise. You can build up a little bit of momentum with this, and you start going pretty fast, even if slow-mo is on. But the main problem that you'll find is that your hands get stuck. See, like I put both hands up just then, but both my real-life hands up, but only one came up in the game, because the other one got stuck in a ladder rung. So what I found you need to do is pull your hands like backwards and around the ladder. So push down, arms back up, and then grab. And you just need to keep doing that. With a bit of practice you can do it. I'm not doing it great right now. But yeah. So yeah, I was in 3 times just then, now I'm in 2 times. It's totally doable in 2 times as well. You just need to move your arms a little bit faster, but you climb the ladder a lot faster as well. And if you do come off the ladder, came close just then, you don't have to just fall to the ground. The most important thing to remember is just keep holding down slow-mo, and I don't know, it depends on your controllers, I guess, how they're shaped. But on my Oculus controllers, Oculus Touch controllers, I can use the side of my thumb to push the movement joystick forwards, and while I'm holding down slow-mo. So if you do come off the back, I sort of want to demonstrate it, but sort of don't, because I don't want to do this again. Because this is a bit of a time sink. So it's like, yeah, if you fall backwards, just push forward with your thumbs, and you might fall a little bit on the ladder, but not too far. Also, one-time slow-mo is actually possible to do this technique, but it's really hard. Like, you need to move your arms super fast and accurately. I'll try it right now, but sort of like that one jump I did just then. But yeah. Anyway, that's really it. Like, I don't even need to explain stuff up there. You know how to climb ladders now. You just grab onto the ledge and go up. So that's all. Sorry for that rambly part at the end. But yeah, I look forward to seeing other people's Gripless runs.